Some fighters have rocked the boxing world with deadly KO victories. Others have grabbed attention with incredibly swift wins. What if you combine both elements? The answer is in this video. So, stay right here, because we're about to witness the fastest KO moments in history. Mike Tyson is known as the boxer with the most frequent victories by the fastest knockout in under a minute. One of the Iron Mike's quickest KO victories was recorded when he defeated Lou Savarese in 38 seconds on June 24, 2000.
Down he went really heavily. He did get up from that, but then Tyson, who's always...
There might never be another fighter with a record as remarkable as Anthony Perosh's. When facing Vinny Magalhaes, Perosh scored a fantastic victory by knocking out his opponent in just 14 seconds.
Wow, he just walked right into that right hand straight across the chin, and he could not recover.
But did you know, before that, Perosh had also been knocked out by Ryan Jimmo, with an even faster record time, just 7 seconds. "14 seconds was also the time it took for Terry Martin to secure a victory over Rivera at UFC 67. However, for James Thunder, he only needed 3 seconds to make Crawford Grimsley hit the canvas. But since this is a boxing match, the referee's 10 count is also considered, making Thunder declared the KO winner in 13 seconds. The career journey of UFC legend Glover Teixeira was tarnished when he faced Anthony Johnson. Teixeira suffered his first KO defeat by the fighter nicknamed the Rumble.
Glover catching him a couple times, and one shot is all it takes.
For Anthony Johnson himself, this was not the first time he defeated an opponent in a short time, because he had previously executed a super fast KO moment when facing Chad Rayner. Conor McGregor's name also enters this video. In just 13 seconds, he managed to lay Jose Aldo on the canvas with his deadly left hook punch. Next, there's Walt Harris, who knocked out Alexei in just 12 seconds, with an amazing combination of knee strikes and left hook punches.
And it just put him out. I mean, Olenek was just too slow too early. Boom, nice read to throw the jump knee, but then that following it.
Only 12 seconds after the referee started the match, Johnny Hendricks managed to knock down John Fitch. He won by KO with his unstoppable left-hand punch. A stunning left hook punch also successfully secured Rob Emerson a KO victory over Manny Gamburian, and in just 12 seconds as well. Next, we return to the boxing ring to see the lightning-fast KO executed by Zolani Tet. With one very convincing punch, he made Siboniso Gonya's body lay stiff.
I think very much so, John. He's an avoided man indeed. Oh, and that's the reason why.
In only his third fight in the UFC, BJ Penn began to be mentioned as one of the best fighters in the event. Facing Kyle Uno at UFC 34, Penn quickly defeated his opponent, dropping Uno in just 11 seconds. The Glory Kickboxing stage also features express matches. when John King only needed 10 seconds to set the record for the fastest KO win in Glory history, knocking down Tommy Matlin with his lethal punch combination. Next, there's a very fast KO delivered by Mil Fajardo to Sarawut Jamthong in the main event of Fire and Fury for the World Flyweight Championship of the Asian Boxing Federation. Still in the boxing arena, this time there's Arthur Weathers, who fell just a few seconds after the match began. His opponent, Jeremy Williams, was declared the KO winner in 10 seconds. The fastest KO ever recorded in professional boxing belongs to Phil Williams. He only needed 10 seconds to make Brandon Burke fall in the ring, and directly KO with a very sharp right punch. Back on the UFC canvas, next, there's Mark Weir, who made a brilliant debut by disabling Eugene Jackson within 10 seconds. Just 2 punches were enough for Jairzinho Rozenstruik to defeat Alan Crowder when the duel had only been underway for 9 seconds. In the same time span, Gray Maynard managed to conquer Joe Vires with a series of terrifying punches at UFC Fight Night 11. The next KO moment occurred in just 8 seconds, starting with Leon Edwards' victory over Seth Bogzinski. On a different occasion, James Irvin also managed to conquer Houston Alexander in the same time frame as Edwards. Irvin launched a Superman punch that immediately knocked Alexander out in just 8 seconds. Then there's Makwan Amirkhani, who made an unforgettable UFC debut by defeating veteran fighter Andy Ogle. This duel, which lasted 8 seconds, became Ogle's farewell match from the UFC stage. The record for the fastest KO in the UFC was once held by Asian fighter Chan Sung Jung. When facing Mark Hominick at UFC 140 in late 2011, Young won the fight via KO in 7 seconds. Previously, this record was held by Todd Duffy when he managed to knock down Tim Hague with his hard punch in 2009. Meanwhile, in 2006, Duan Ludwig was able to defeat fighter Jonathan Goulet. This match ended in 11 seconds. However, UFC officials later decided that the actual end came at the 6th second when Ludwig knocked Goulet down. Currently, the record for the fastest KO in the UFC is held by Jorge Masvidal, with a time of 5 seconds. This moment occurred in 2019 at UFC 239, when he successfully defeated Ben Askren with a stunning knee strike.
The fight clock is brought to you by Modelo.
In the Titan FC event, Luis Hernandez won with a lightning-fast KO over Brian Topp. Many called this KO moment a 1-second finish. However, the actual total time until the referee separated the two fighters and declared the match over was 3 seconds. Now this last one is genuinely a 1-second record. Mike Garrett truly shocked the world with his super fast KO over Sam Herron at the Warrior Challenge MMA 4 event. The buzz created by Garrett didn't stop there. In the Warrior Challenge MMA 15 event, this fighter from England also recorded a lightning victory. This time his victim was Anna Machon, who was KO'd in less than 4 seconds.